guys, you heard myself, Samuel Speaks, and I just want to say, so far we've had a great journey with the first 2 phase videos. Now we get into the 3rd phase, and the most important thing about this phase is that it's now going to give you tips for when you get in front of the interviews, because you've now had your mind right, you've got your mind right, you've started setting goals, you know where it is you want to go, you know where it is you want to end up. And now you're starting to be someone that's surviving along that path of thriving. And your CV's up to date. Your CV's got no spelling mistakes. Your CV's got perfect grammar. Your CV's bold, and now what you're doing is attracting the attention of all these employers. But guys, once you get the attention, the next step is the interview. So now they believe that you're someone that could possibly do the job. And not only possibly do the job, but possibly do the job well. And you could possibly be what it is they're looking for. So you now get offered the interview, but the most important first tip that I'm going to give you is that your confidence is in your body posture. I have never ever gone to a job interview with myself slouching. I've never ever gone to a job interview now when they're talking to me, I'm talking somewhere else. I've always had eye contact, I've always been looking at them. I've always been confident, I've always been sitting up. And even if I wasn't confident, even if I was nervous, you would never notice. Some of you need to see yourself as the employer. You need to see yourself as the employer, because what you want to be is what you would want to see. Does that make sense? So you want to be someone that gets the job. So you need to, from the employer's point of view, you need to see that through your eyes. You need to see it as if you was the employer. What would you want to see? Would you want to see someone slouching? No. Would you want to see someone looking elsewhere and talking to someone else? No. What you'd want to see is someone directly looking in your eyes, and then the next thing you'd want to see from this person is the questions they ask you. Guys, everyone goes to an interview and asks this question. When you get to that section and they say, yeah, is there anything you want to ask us? And they're like, yeah, what's the pay like? How much holiday do we get? Like, when can I start? They hear those things all the time. You want to be someone that stands out. You want to be someone that's different. I ask companies this question, and it's not arrogant, it's straightforward, and it's confident. I ask them, if I was to accept your job, how would your company help me grow? See, now you've taken the pressure of yourself, and in a tennis match, when the ball goes up in the air and it gets hit across, yeah, the person that's got the ball is now in control of the conversation. And now that you've hit the ball back over, it's their turn. They're under pressure to now hit it back and answer your question. So ask questions. What are the ways that I can grow in your company, and how quickly can I do so? Because now you're talking like someone that wants to be there long term. Even if it's not what you want to do forever, even if it's not what you want to do all the time, what you need to understand is you need to start letting them know that you're thinking long term. Remember guys, I said in the first video that this was not your destiny. This was just a stepping stone to help you get to your greatness. So the first job you get may not necessarily be your destiny, but it's a stepping stone to help you get to your greatness. Guys, make sure that your confidence is in your body posture, so you're up straight. You're looking them directly in the eye. You're speaking at a pace which is comfortable for the both of you. And you're asking questions that will make you leave the room and they remember you. Even if you was the first person to get interviewed, they will remember you because you were the person that did what? You were the person that stood out. We move on to the next section.
In small groups, list 5 things you should always do in preparation for or during an interview, and 5 things you should never do during an interview. Task 2. Using the list above, and based on your last 2 interviews, identify 3 things you do really well during interviews, and identify 1 thing you need to improve on during interviews.
I am from the words you say. Some people like to laugh, some people wait to die, some people put nothing.
Task 3. Group role play.
People don't believe
Tip: did you have a strong enough why? Did you leave the room making them think about you the whole day? If not, that's not a problem. Step by step, add the new tweaks to your next interview.
So welcome back, guys. That was the task section. And ask yourself, did you have a strong enough why? Do you have a strong enough why for wanting this job? Was it a bill you want to pay? And if it is a bill that you want to pay while you're getting into this job, how specific is, what's the figure? How specific is it to you? Is it that you just want to get yourself further in a career? Or what is it that you want to achieve? What is your why, guys? If you have a strong enough why, I'm telling you, you will fight, you will keep pushing until you get your job. Remember, your confidence is in your body posture. And as we wrap up, I want you to remember that when you're in those interviews, you're looking them in their eye. You've got the right pace in the conversation and you're smiling, and even if they're not smiling, just make sure you're smiling, because you want to be exactly what it is you want to see if you was the employer. Never forget that your mind controls your actions and your thoughts. So when you're out there, just make sure that you've got the right mindset, the positive mindset, and feed yourself with all the positive things. Remember, you wasn't born to survive, you was born to thrive. And the tips and the skills we're giving you today, the tips and the skills you've got over the last videos will help you survive along that path of thriving. Guys, it's been a pleasure. And if you're not confident in answering the question the first way I said it, then maybe try and flip it and ask it this way. If you was to give me the opportunity to work with you, how will your company help me grow? I mean, some people prefer it the other way and some people love it this way. Whatever way makes you comfortable, whatever makes it easier for you to get out and makes it easier for you to be confident, just use that. But remember this one thing, guys. I keep saying it, and it was a powerful statement. You wasn't born to survive. You were born to thrive. Never forget this Arise project, because it's going to give you a map to get to your destiny, which is your greatness. Guys, you hear myself, Samuel Speaks. Always have ambition, and you will get to your end goal. See you soon.